Alright, so I'm back here at my little bluegill spot, and this is almost like a farm in some ways. Our goal here is to stock bluegill, let them grow bigger, and release them back into the main pond, which I've done pretty successfully so far. Last summer, probably around August or September, so near the beginning of fall, there was a bluegill in here that weighed 0.3 pounds when we put him in. And over the course of a month, I trained him to hand feed and eat food directly from my hand. This is what I'm going to be talking about, is just how you can train bluegill to do that, and fish in general. So I would start by going just up there and tossing in worms to get the bluegill to sort of make the connection that worms are just going to randomly come in at times, and eventually they'll realize they're being fed, which that happened as I moved down closer to the shore and started letting them see me while I was throwing in the food. So then they realized that when I came down here, they were going to be fed. And then eventually I just sort of tried it one day, and there was one bluegill that came up and just was taking worms from my hand. And over the course of a month or two, he went from being 0.3 pounds and ridiculously skinny to being 0.78 pounds when we released him back into the main pond. And most of the time we release them back into there, but a lot of times they just sort of flood out. And you can see here, we've got a little shelter in here. I'm not sure you can see the fish in here, but there's quite a few right now, probably like 5 or 6 bass and like 10 or 12 bluegill. And this thing extends all the way back there, so they have plenty of roaming area. And yeah, I'm actually gonna just move up here and try and feed a few real quick to show you what I do. And then eventually I'm just gonna continue making videos back here until they can hand feed, because I think that would be pretty cool, just sort of documenting that. So I'm just gonna lift a rock or something. This is a pretty big rock. And also, if you saw my shorts video, I showed you why I think the bluegill in places like this in particular could be eating a lot more worms than you would guess, because of how the little red worms can live underwater. And hold on, I just gotta find the right rock for the worms, and then we'll get a bunch so I can at least show you. And it's not looking like there's anything right now. Okay, here's a rock that'll move. But yeah, there's no worms out here right now. I'm just gonna keep digging, and hopefully something will happen. But yeah, it's looking like nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, whenever I'm out here next and I have a lot of worms, I am gonna film the process of feeding them. And it'll probably take a week or two to train them into hand feeding. So I'll definitely document that process for you guys. Just show you how to do it in case you want to do it. And maybe eventually I'll even go over the process of building that dam back there, which I'll actually show you real fast. It used to be right there where that stack of rocks is across. And then we had the idea to expand it, and we expanded it until it was where that stack of rocks is and across. And then once more we had the idea to expand it, and it got all the way back to there where it is right now. And I'm just gonna walk through here. I've got a good pair of water shoes on, so I'm just gonna show you the dam. It's probably holding back. Oh shoot, there's a bass right there. You see, they really do roam all the space in here. He's in the furthest little stretches of here right by the dam, and there's actually quite a few that come down here from time to time. And yeah, you can see here, this thing's holding back a good bit of water. However, there was a pretty extreme flood recently that did that, but it doesn't look like it actually damaged the parts of the dam that are holding back the water that matters. So yeah, I am gonna just sort of stack up the dam today, and maybe I'll come back here tomorrow once I can find a few worms and just show you how to train your bluegill to hand feed. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you check back, because I do plan on training these bluegills to eventually eat from my hand, and I think that could be really cool to happen again. So yeah, leave a comment letting me know what you think of today's video, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video.